I enjoy using Anchor podcasting services. For one, it's an easy setup. Secondly, you can do everything on the same platform, which includes record and then add music to your podcast if you like. And once your podcast has been saved, you can then distribute it to other platforms with the click of a button. And did I mention that it's free? You couldn't ask for anything better than this. Thank you for tuning into Bringing the Heat with Regina Weston. Here we inspire and deal with topics that matter. Stay tuned. Bringing the Heat listeners. You can visit my website at www.reginaweston.com. And while you are there, you can find all books written by Regina Weston. Girl Talk, The Art of Love, Betrayal, and Gold Digging 101. Why Couldn't You Love Me Too deals with topics such as teen pregnancy, divorce, gang violence, rape, drug use, child abuse, and domestic violence. Words from the Heart is a collection of poems that deal with love, spirituality, and relationships. Thank you for your love and your support. To my dear women, make it make sense. Why aren't we, because I'm going to put a we in there so you don't take it personal. Why aren't we protecting our assets? In 2022, every woman should have a rainy day fund. You should have a bank account with only your name on it, where no one else can touch it but you. I'm confused. I'm walking like a zombie in the dark, trying to search for something to grasp, hold on to, because I'm confused. And the reason why I wanted to talk on this subject matter is because I was watching a segment of The Housewives, and Kenya Moore was saying that her husband hasn't signed the divorce papers. And later on, when I was reading the news, her name came up and it stated that he was now coming for her home. And I'm like, I'm confused about that. Because when I researched this man, Mark Daly, he's allegedly worth $5 million. Kenya Moore is worth less than that when it comes to money and assets. Why is he trying to come for her brown pennies when he got millions? Why did she not secure her assets? Women, this love thing, when y'all get involved with these men, common sense goes out the window. Tina Turner said it best. What love got to do with it? Got to do with it. What love got to do with it? Some things are common sense. Protect your assets. So in the case of divorce or something terrible happen, you can still eat and you don't have to struggle to eat. Then it leads me into this, which is past news, however still relevant. Mary J. Blige. How was her husband able to constantly take money out of her accounts and she not have a clue about it? Then he runs off into the sunset while she's paying him alimony with his side chick, and she has to make up money so that she can live because she doesn't have money for the rent. I'm confused. And then let's get into Halle Berry, because I'm going to be all over the place. Some of these men would get with you knowing that you are a wealthy and established woman to set you up. Case in point, Halle Berry. She gets in a relationship with Gabriel Aubrey. Now she was paying him $16,000 a month in child support. What child need that type of money? I didn't hear nothing. So she went to court. Now she gives him $8,000. I assume she may have to pay child support until the young lady turns 18. But we already know it was a setup. She was his come up, like for real. These men, some of them will set you up. Then that leads me into Sherry Shepherd. Old news, but still relevant. Get involved with this con artist. Now she pays child support to him, $4,100 a month, allegedly. Con artists. Men that see wealthy women and set them up for a payday. Women, what's love got to do with it? What's love but a second-hand emotion? Don't be nobody fool. And that leads me into this. Kelly Clarkson. Her husband is taking her back to court when she probably thought that the divorce and the payment that he was getting for child support was settled. He's worth, allegedly, $10 million. And she is worth $45 million. I know she makes more than him, but the common denominator is that they both are millionaires. And why do she have to pay him child support when they're sharing custody? And I believe that she had a prenup in place. So how are these men able to get around the prenup? I'm so confused on this subject matter. Like I really am. We have to do better. I am all for women empowerment. But women, get it together. We have to do better. I'm all about love. I'm a married woman, but I ain't nobody fool. Take care of your personal business. As I said in my independent podcast, you make your money, they make their money, then you can bring some coins together. But you always have some money for a rainy day. You always have your paperwork together so that someone cannot come in and snatch up your assets, your money that you worked hard to attain. Come on now. Now these are high profile women. Us lay women, come on now. I don't care if you have a regular house and you had your house before you got married, handle your business. I don't care if you got a car, handle your business. Have your own money and make sure your assets are secure. That if that person decide to leave to the left, everything you own in a box to the left. Let them take their boxes. But don't let them take boxes of your money. Some of these men know your worth. With that being said, some of these scam artists will get with you and maintain a relationship with you just to meet their quota. And when they have met their quota, they pack in their box to the left because they feel as though they have met their assignment and now they can come for your throat and your pocketbook. That's all I'm saying. Bringing the heat, listeners. If you would like to support this podcast, you can do so through Cash App at $RWeston252. That's $RWeston 252 under the name Regina Redmond. I would like to thank you for your love and your support. Thank you, Bringing the Heat listeners. To listen to this podcast, go to anchorfm.com, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Google Play, where we bring